Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to Trader Joe's and I'm going to show you guys around a little bit if I can, and also show you guys what we buy for our family of, I guess, 3.5. We buy mostly organic foods, grass-fed, and pasture-raised where we can from Trader Joe's. So I thought it would be fun to kind of document what that looks like for our family and what sort of items we buy to stay on budget but also eat really healthy. Everything that I got. So there's a lot, like it covers our entire table. Here's my receipt. You can see we've got a good bit. So the total for this trip was about $316. I know that's a lot, but there's a few things that technically I would take out of that total. I bought 2 bottles of wine just because today's actually Valentine's Day. I bought some brownie mix, we don't normally buy that, and I bought a Trilogy kombucha for me, and then a beer for Josh. So there's just like a little tiny pile that I don't normally buy, but these all kind of add up a little bit more. So that would have put me under $300. I stocked up on our oils and our honey, so that tends to be a little bit on the pricier side. So if I hadn't gotten all of those, the total would have been definitely under $300, probably closer to like the $275, maybe even $250 side. So we try to eat a whole foods based diet as much as possible. So we try to buy as little processed food. I try to make everything homemade. There's a couple items that aren't that you'll see on here, but for the most part, our daily meals are made from scratch, and we try not to buy a lot of snacks. That also helps cut down on prices. So what you see here is pretty much all that we will get. Let me go ahead and show you guys what I bought. We've got coconut cream here. I'm making a white chicken chili, so I have some northern beans here, green chilies. I always pick up a couple cans of diced tomatoes and tomato sauce that I keep on hand at all times. We do like salsa and chips. That is a weakness of ours, as are guac. So avocados and guac, so we have a good bit of those. Steel cut oats, quinoa, organic rice. We've got, we don't drink this, I use this for any recipes that call for milk, or if we happen to have cereal, which isn't very often, or even smoothies. I did buy some fruit to do smoothies. That's one of James' favorites. So this is what we use. It's not the best option in the world. Honestly, this would probably be healthier, but it works for us. I love Trader Joe's organic lentil vegetable soup. It's really, really good, and it's a great like emergency lunch. Again, when I like don't have anything for lunch for me. Organic stock, applesauce, the baby will eat this. This is some semi-local honey. Avocado oil, this stuff tends to be super, super expensive, but is really well priced. This is great for baking. It's a great alternative to vegetable oil, and it's super, super healthy. It's a little pricey, but hey, if you can make your chocolate brownies be healthy, then why wouldn't you not do that? I buy their extra virgin olive oil. It's cold pressed, which I really, really like. We do buy bread. I do love bread. It is a weakness of mine. Sundays I tend to do like a bagel day, but we'll add other proteins in as well. This is sourdough bread. If we do buy like sandwich bread, I try to only buy sourdough. Our son has only ever known sourdough, so he loves it. This is to go along with a couple meals that I have. We love sourdough with some lovely Kerrygold butter over there. I love their sourdough slice bread. This is what we use for sandwiches, if James has those. We normally do almond butter and honey, but I just bought almond butter last week. I stocked up, so we are good. The milk is for my husband. I actually don't drink any milk, and neither of the boys do. I'm pretty much dairy free. I've slowly started to reintroduce dairy back into our diets. So this is for my husband. He has a weakness, and that is the Honey-O's over there and milk. And again, this is for my husband. This is for his coffee. I do cook and use a good bit of Kerrygold. I actually should have gotten 2, but we still have a little bit left over, and that's something that I can easily pick up later if I need to. 2 blocks of grass-fed sharp cheddar cheese. It runs, whoop, focus. It says $5.99 a pound, which I know sounds really expensive, but a pound of cheese is kind of a lot. So this is only $3 for a block. And then that one's $3 as well. This is raw grated Parmesan, organic sour cream. We also have discovered these amazing pasture-raised eggs. They're only $3.99 for a dozen, which is expensive for eggs, I know, but for pasture-raised, that's really, really good. So we have 2 dozen there. The baby eats these as well, and we do. So honestly, the 2 dozen eggs may not even last us a full like week to week and a half. Okay, so a lot of chicken. I know this is an obsessive amount of chicken. I will not deny that. This will honestly probably last us closer to 2 weeks, but the baby is also going through 1 to 2 packs as well. I usually try to double up on our dishes because again, we try not to eat out too much. So 2 packs per meal. Again, I know that's a lot, but we eat leftovers for lunches. This is organic ground beef. It is also 100% grass fed. Bacon, we love bacon. Honestly, I should have gotten 2 packs, but I think we have leftovers. So this is one of our favorites because it's uncured, and the apple smoke, it's actually really good. It doesn't taste super smoky. It doesn't taste appley, so I have no idea why it says apple smoke. But the best part is the ingredients aren't too bad on here. So they put no nitrates or anything in it. It does have a little bit of sugar, I believe. Yeah, it has turbinado sugar, so it's at least a better sugar. We love avocados. Whoops, we lost one. Oh, he's good. He survived. A good bit of avocados. Trader Joe's avocados are hit or miss. Sometimes they're really, really hard or really, really, well, they're not usually really, really mushy. They're usually really, really hard, or these are just right. So all the ones from last week are ripe now. So I'll probably put a lot of these in the fridge to extend their life a little bit. That's a trick. If you stick them in the fridge, you can extend their shelf life, or if they need a little bit of ripening, just keep them out on the counter in room temp. So I don't buy organic lemons or limes right now. I just do regular. I don't know why, but it's just a way for us to kind of save money. I don't do everything organic, but I try to do as much as possible. So for example, they did not have the zucchini and squash organic this time. So sometimes they carry it, sometimes they don't. I meant to get 2 organic broccoli, but clearly I was not reading the labeling, and I guess this one was in with the organic. Good way to save a little bit is to not get it pre-cut. Organic Gala apples. The toddler loves these, so he loves to cut them himself. We love butternut squash. So right now this is basically baby food. So these are both going to be for Cade for his baby food. I may even do this one for him as well. Squash is really good, healthy option, but also with the GAPS diet that he's doing, these fit the bill. regular yellow onions. They are not organic. Onions, avocados, and garlic we usually don't get organic because there's something called the Dirty Dozen, and so we try to kind of make sure the items that are on the Dirty Dozen we get organic, and these are items that it doesn't really matter all that much if you buy organic because the pesticides don't really affect them quite as much. I noticed these are new. I haven't seen these before. Organic color medley? No, just organic color carrots. Yeah, so I thought these would be good. Again, these are for Cade's baby food. I got regular as well. These will all be pretty much for his baby food, and believe it or not, this is actually only about 1 week's worth of baby food for him. Their organic baby lettuce mix. I actually am not a huge fan of their lettuce. I find that it goes bad too fast, even though it has a use by date. It just gets all mushy and gross really quickly. I think it's because of the dark lettuce. So just be forewarned that if you ever buy their lettuce, it does not last as long as you would hope. Also bananas, we buy a good bit of bananas. We use these mostly for breakfast. We have this recipe we do. We take a banana and an egg and we scramble it together in a pan, or we cook it like a pancake, and we put almond butter. My son puts raisins as well as coconut chips, which again, were in this week's grocery buy because they were last week's. And that's pretty much what he eats almost every day. So we go through a lot of bananas. They're also really great quick snacks. This is a weakness of ours. We will never give up. I've had these before. These are really, really good. Oh, can't reach. The toddler loves this too. We try not to give him too many snacks. That way he eats all of his meals. But this is a snack that he loves, and it's a healthier option than just buying prepackaged chips or crackers or something. He actually loves apricots, but these are organic and they look kind of scary. Not gonna lie, I almost didn't buy them because they're like super dark versus like these. But I'm hoping he won't notice. He loves the taste of them, but I still bought these for him for like on the go. And then I'm hoping maybe I can get him to eat these as well. So he loves apricots, so we tend to stick with like apricots and Lara bars for snacks. I know these are expensive, but I look at it this way. If my child's starving and I need a snack on the go, sometimes you could be tempted to like run through a drive-through. And so I look at this as like the cost of buying something through a drive-through, or honestly, by the time you get even prepackaged chip items, they're so expensive. So this fills him up. His blood sugar's restored to normal. These are our two favorite kinds, cashew cookie and peanut butter cookie. The cookie is a loose term. Just know these are truly only dates and nuts. That's it. So there's no sweetener, so the cookie really is deceiving. Like I mentioned, these are again snacks on the go. I try to find snacks that are like easy to grab and throw in the car with us. We do have some frozen items here. I don't usually buy a whole lot of frozen items. Our kids, or I should say James, he's not like a huge fan of peas or corn or green beans. We tend to do mostly just like sweet potatoes, a lot of avocado. But I got some frozen berries for some smoothies. He does love smoothies. I did get, this is my one major processed food item. I did get some vegetable fried rice. I'm wanting to do a homemade hibachi this week, and sometimes I'll cut corners with this. It's not the healthiest option in the world because I believe it does contain soy. Yeah, there's soy right there. I don't know. It's kind of like a treat. It makes up for going to hibachi. We love seltzers. This is one of the ways my husband was able to kick drinking soda a while back, and he actually was able to lose a lot of weight by cutting out a lot of sugary items, and so one of them to go was soda. We love this one the best. We like to put fresh lime juice in our seltzer. It's super, super good. It satisfies your craving for soda. So we keep lots of these on hand. And yes, we will go through all of these in like a week. And the toddler loves them too. Trilogy for me, a beer for my hun. Yeah, I have no idea what this is, but he likes it. This is a special Valentine's Day treat for us. So I've actually not tried this one, brownie truffle baking mix. I usually make it from scratch, but we've got a busy weekend, so we're kind of cheating this week. 2 bottles of wine, which are relatively inexpensive when it comes to Trader Joe's. So this bottle is $6.99, and this bottle was, I think, $8.99, $7.99. These are 2 of my favorite red blends from Trader Joe's. And then last but not least, we have Honey O's, and this is not for me. This is for Josh. This is like his guilty pleasure. So he requests that, so I, of course, buy it because it's something he really wants. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe. Let me know if there's any other videos that you would like to see. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.